Hey, you guys, what is going on? Good morning. First of all, I'm here. It's like 5:49. I have like 12 minutes to do this live stream before I have to get up and get my children ready for school, and then I have to go to the gym. So let's go ahead and let's get started on a few currency pairs that I am looking at for the morning. We're going to start right here with AUDUSD today, and why I am actually looking at this for a potential setup. So if you've been following me, then you know that this is a currency pair that I primarily trade. But the beautiful thing about this pair is that it is in an uptrend. So I'm going to go to the daily time frame to show you guys exactly what I'm looking at. Okay. So I'm trying to take you guys step by step through this analysis with me. So here you guys can see that price was at 0.73141. This is a zone that I've been anticipating that price could drop down to. And now we're here at this zone, right? My primary goal for this pair is to see if it can stay above 0.71304. And if it can today, if I see bullish potential, and I'm going to be on a 4 hour, if I see bullish potential on the 4 hour, I am going to want to buy this pair back up to the upside. Okay. And just one of the reasons being is because it's showing clear signs of an uptrend. I'm looking forward to go back up to the potential possibilities to 0.73141. So I'll probably be coming back at 9 o'clock. This is my personal time. A little bit before 9 o'clock, probably around 8:55 a.m. to see what the 4 hour is looking like. And if it's looking like a good setup, then I am going to take the buy. Okay. So it's around my area. This is what I want to do. So just make sure if this is something that you want to do, that you analyze this pair if you believe it can go back up. And I want y'all to remember that I don't look at fundamentals when it comes to Forex. I primarily am looking at the charts. I'm a technical analyst. So I'm really just reading the candles. Okay. So this is AUDUSD. Now I'm going to switch it over really quick to the dollar index so I can explain the next pair that I'm going to be looking at. So on the dollar index, and I haven't really taken a look at this in a while, but one thing that I'm really noticing here is that, price created a new low. I want to make sure this week isn't higher than it isn't. Price created a new low, right? This is why we see AUD it was pushing up, Euro USD was pushing up, and then we saw that USD Swiss dropped, right? And so even USD CAD they dropped, but now they're retracing. If you look at Euro USD, it's retracing, and it is really because the dollar index is, I wouldn't say trying to get the buyers back into the market overall, but because we have a new low below $95.51, price has to pull back in order to see where the next leg is going to come in at, right? So now with that being said, looking at Euro USD, and some of these are supposed to be on my 4 hour time frame, because that's what we're going to be going to. So what I am looking at primarily on Euro USD is that she's going to pull back to potentially try to stay above 1.12728. Now, one of my students, we had her in a buy on this particular pair. And one thing about it too, you guys, I saw a lot of people selling this pair the past few weeks, which they have every right to, right? It all depends on one's analysis. But the thing here is that we are literally just looking at price. No trend lines, no support and resistance, literally supply and demand. Okay. And the fact that back here, the end of December going into January, price had made a new higher high here at 1.13866. And this is only needed price to stay above 112,216. She proved she can and pushed up, right? So that was a really good trade there. Now what we're looking for is the same thing again. Now can price stay above 1.12728? And if she can, then this would be a really good pair to potentially look at. Okay, so we just need a retracement. And if we look here on the 4 hour, you guys can see that her retracement is beautiful. She's making lower lows and lower highs, and we need her to keep making those to see if she can push back down. Now, where I am looking to enter the trade is around here at 113,210 for my personal trading account, not my funded account, but my personal account. And so we'll see if she can keep flowing down in this direction. So I'm going to keep it in the Euro base category, and we're going to drop over here to EURJPY. So dealing with EURJPY, recently I noticed, and this was just last week, that she made a new lower low at 129.787. The yens have kind of been funny. I don't know what's been going on with the yens, but they've been funny. They had a lot of false breakouts the past few weeks on the 4 hour time frame. But what I'm looking at primarily for Euro Yen today is the fact that if you are a Euro Yen trader, the fact that she dropped down to make that low. Now, because it's a new low on the 4 hour, now you want to see if she can stay below 131.476. Okay. Her price right now is looking very beautiful for a sale. Depending on where you have your structure, where you want to enter trade, this could be a really good setup, because when we see that price in a downtrend, we're hoping she's going to come back to make a new low, right? So I'm hoping she's going to, continue this bearish momentum, and then continue down to 129.787. So this is on my radar for today as well. Another pair we're going to keep in the yen quote family this time is going to be CADJPY. Now, when I explain why I'm looking at CADJPY, I'm going to go into another CAD pair and we're going to see what happens. But what I'm noticing on the 4 hour is that price did make a new low. So the last higher low was right here at $90.63. Last higher high was at 92.18 yen. Now price has dropped down to 90.54 yen. Okay, so that's like a 2 pip difference. One pip difference, 1 or 2 pip difference. So what I want to see is if price can stay below this high here, and hopefully this is not a false breakout here at 95.43. And if it's not, then potentially this pair could potentially drop back down. Okay, so we could see that here on the 4 hour time frame. Okay, and don't let one candle spook you guys. You never know what the next candlestick is going to be. That's why I like to tell people. And so that's why I'm looking at this one in particular. Now, dealing with the CAD, this is a CAD base pair. I want to deal with a CAD quote pair, which is going to be USD CAD. So I got to go to the daily to explain this one. So looking here on the daily time frame, one thing that I'm noticing is that price is making lower lows and lower highs. Okay, starting from right here. So her last higher low was here at 127.636. She made a lower low here at 126.20. And I was telling my students back here, especially around the beginning of January, that if price stays below 129, she's going to decline. And she actually did decline. So now what I'm looking at is the fact that, okay, well, price looks like she's trying to retrace. Looks like she's trying to pull back. And if that's the case, we're going to look to see if she can stay below 128.151 to see if she can pull back into this area before she potentially declines again. If this is the case, a potential possibility is that CADJPY could decline if this one increases. Okay. Now, I'm not saying that these two pairs correlate oppositely 100% of the time, 90% or 80%. I'm not saying that they mirror each other, but it will be based on what happens with the Canadian dollar, because these two have a common currency, which is the Canadian dollar, right? So this is what I'm looking at as far as this week, or as far as today for right now for potential setups. Euro USD may take some time to set up, but this is primarily what's on my mind. Now, there are other currency pairs that are setting up, and if those are the ones that you guys are looking at, just make sure y'all analyze the trend first. Make sure you qualify the trade before you want to enter the trade, and make sure that it fits your style of trading. For me, I'm more so of a swing trader. I'm not a scalper. I'm not a day trader. I like to hold my trades. If they hit within 24 hours, great. If I have to hold them longer than 24 hours, I'm okay with that as well. I'm not franticking about that, right? So it just depends on your trading style. And this is just mine, okay? So this is all I got for y'all for this morning. Like I said, AUDUSD is probably one of the top ones that's on my radar for today because I primarily do trade her. So if y'all have any questions, make sure you guys hit me up. If you're here on TradingView, you can reach out to me in my inbox. Or if you are on YouTube, then hit me up in the comment section below. I pray you guys have a